Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the channel with Enix Gaming. This is Final Fantasy VII Remake, Chapter 13, where Angels Fear to Tread, Part 3. We have just beaten both groups of Turks and made it through the windy livestream labyrinth, and we are now into the next part of the temple. It is a much darker, creepier, kind of deep in the bowels of a fortress kind of look. Stone everywhere, torches lighting these very dark passageways. They're tall, so they're not, they're large because they're large, tall hallways, but they're very dark. We see the live stream green like peeking through some cracks in some of the rocks, but otherwise we're going through. Oh, I didn't buy anything from the vending machines. Here, let me check to make sure I got this stuff. Always buy the stuff from the vending machines, especially towards the end of the game, when, every, item, like, I'm up to 86 mega potions now, thanks to just buying stuff on sale. Like, I don't think I've bought hardly any at full price. Heading down steps. Now we're at like a pedestal here. So we'll touch this. Turns glows green. And now we're headed down. So we're currently in the Hall of Resurrection, second tier. Hall of Resurrection. Now this is a much like green glowing lights, and then we open the doors. We come to like a courtyard. Song is here.
Like a maze, remnants of battle. It's not a temple, it's a fortress. To defend against what though?
There's a robe guy.
Humans.
And the robe guy turns into Sephiroth.
Feared and coveted the power of the ancients. And so they slaughtered them.
He stabs Tseng.
Sephiroth.
Don't be afraid. It's not death. It's a homecoming. You'll see.
Sprays the
soon
blood
enough.
on the ground. Sephiroth caves down, and then the hooded guy disappears. Tseng shot him. What happened? Well, alright, so now the courtyard is circular. There's all these doors that have like crystalline trees on top of them. There's like a ruined kind of console in the middle that Tseng is sitting by. He's clearly pretty badly hurt. Got blood coming out of his mouth.
It's not me you should be worried about.
Just tell me. This place. Is it the promised land?
I'm sorry, but I don't think it is.
Of course. Figures.
Always
touches
did
his
take my
hands.
word for it. I never hated you, you know.
This pedestal's a key. One only an ancient can use.
Where are you going?
Got a report to make.
Aerith, I need you.
touches the pedestal, and there's like a cube
What's it
in it
say?
that glows green, and then some ancient text in another language glows green as well. So it's probably the language the ancients used. And then all these doors that were around it all light up. They have like a
O
red
warrior,
symbol on them
weary
now.
though thou art, inward must thou now turn. Reflect on thy long and bloody path, and kindle life's fire anew. Forget not thine ire, for it shall remake thee.
Alright, and then we've got beams from these doors touching everyone. Except...
Rolling out the red carpet for us?
Sorta. We're each supposed to face some kind of trial.
except for Cloud.
I guess you get to sit this one out.
So each door has a beam pointing to the
Typical.
specific person that's supposed to go in.
I'll wait out here. But make it quick.
Well, no point delaying the inevitable.
Right.
So each character is going to go through and face their own trial.
See you on the other side.
So I'm not normally one for content warnings, but I'm just going to let you know these trials are really tough emotionally. So prepare yourself. Like, I cried the first time I did these. So we're playing as Aerith and we're going towards her door. It opens up. She heads down some dark lit staircase, a creepy staircase. We got all these torches, and there's like a shrine.
What
There's
is
like a
this?
carving, and there's like all these. There's like a carving of a person's face, and then we've got all these candles, and there's like a light under. There's a light emitting from like a space between us and the statue. Each their own trial. So Aerith lifts up, and we got Barrett, Aoife. They're all in all the rooms look the same. Yuffie, you see like mist start to gather around them. And then all of a sudden Red is our first character. So we see him, he's in a cave, the trial of Red 13.
It can't be real.
So we got Shinra troops targeting him.
Over here!
He's trying to run away. Let's see. A helicopter. Running up through some stairs trying to get away. But we find ourselves in Hojo's lab. Hojo's over by an operating table. We got two guards that are grabbed onto Red, trying to muzzle him.
Easy now. That is a valuable specimen. It must be handled with the utmost care.
They said they got him in chains. They're pulling him forward. We're trying to resist. You notice Red in this scene has two eyes. So this is the scene where Red is flashing back to the moment where he lost his eye. And it's a grisly scene. He's being dragged towards Hojo in chains by two Shinra guards. He's resisting. This was really hard for me because I had one of my eyes removed, so this is like
Come along,
straight
number 13.
straight at my
Don't be
own
shy.
memories. So this was tough. I had to pause after I saw this one. trying to resist here, but we're slowly getting closer and closer to Hojo. Dragging this closer and closer to him. They put him on the table, they strap him in.
Make sure he's strapped down tight. Such a fine red coat. A rare specimen for my lucky 13th test. That's it. Henceforth, you shall be Red 13.
Muzzled.
Shall we then?
We see the needle go in towards Red. Very difficult. Very.
Hold still, my pet.
We see them burning 13 into his side of his body. Very, very traumatic, especially if you're someone who's had a brutal surgery. So, now we're Tifa. She's in Nibelheim. Herself when she was a child in her green dress. She's gonna chase herself. Trial of Tifa. We're gonna climb up the water tower. Cloud when he's a kid. And then all of a sudden things flash and she's on top of the water tower and the town's on fire. It's the day Sephiroth torched the town.
No! Wait!
Cloud walking through town. Child Cloud and he's pointing.
Dad?
At her dad.
Don't go that way!
Who's running up the mountain. And you know, her dad died up on the top of the mountain. We're going through, we see all the burning wood. Brings us up, and now we're at we come to a metal door, and it takes us into the reactor, so now she's in the hallway of the reactor. You know, if you haven't gathered yet, they're making them, the temple is making them relive the most painful moments of their lives. Whether that be physical pain, emotional pain, pain of loss.
Dad!
You see her dad laying on the ground. Dead already.
Monsters. Sephiroth. Soldiers. Mako. Shinra. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of all of this!
Now we have Yuffie. She's in... She's in the weapons lab from the DLC. Trial of Yuffie. So we're heading down some staircase in the weapons facility.
Not scary at all.
You know, we remember how that ended. And then she falls through some dark mist that looks like the magic that Nero used. Now all of a sudden she's holding on to a grate from like that huge device that she was climbing across. With all the fans on it in the lab. Remember that.
Claws away, boss. At least while we're in Shinra territory.
Sonan?
Hey, boss. Want to try treading a little lighter this time?
We see Sonan's
No point
ghost.
fighting if we don't have to. Boss, I don't think we'll be back here anytime soon, so make sure you're ready for anything, okay?
We've got these like Mako green things, and then they turn into Sonan's ghost.
You gotta keep going. For us.
Alright. Now we head through a hallway here
You got this.
into the room where Nero killed all those people, including Sonan. We're trying to find our way around the darkness here. She won't go through it. There's another way I can go. Oh, I have to use my grappling hook to go over it. So I go grappling hook over Nero's darkness, and now I'm in the control room where Sonan was, the control room part, where Sonan was killed. We see all the bodies with the dark energy coming out of them. We're heading towards the elevator door. Really creepy atmosphere, right? Because we're inside her. It's Yuffie's. The temple's
Boss.
interpretation.
Sonan?
And the darkness shows up. And we see Nero holding Sonan's body. He dropped, and he's got his body hanging like by strings of dark magic. Then Nero comes right in front of her.
If you won't come and claim him, I can always keep him from myself.
Then she goes into the elevator. Now we got Barrett. Now we find him. He's got both his hands again. We're in Corel.
I'm home. Almost.
Hey, Barrett, welcome home.
Got the people welcoming him home.
Thanks for looking out, Barrett.
How's the reactor looking?
Everything's gotten so much easier thanks to that reactor.
Don't work
Bet
too
you're
hard.
aching for a nice hot shower.
Thanks to you.
Myrna's been waiting for you.
Barrett's going back towards his house and he sees his wife doing laundry.
There you are. What's wrong, baby? You okay?
Myrna's really tall, just like Barrett. She's got nice straight hair.
What's gotten into you?
Wearing a red shirt and pants. She's got like a scarf over her hair.
Let's get you inside. Someone's clearly had a long day.
Wearing earrings. She and Barrett. She's got dark skin just like Barrett. So. And then Barrett suddenly flashes and now his arm's cut off.
Myrna?
Myrna's gone.
Myrna! Myrna!
And we see smog coming out of the village. And since he's missing his arm, this is presumably after Dine already fell off the cliff, so we're probably not going to see him either. And, you know, Dine was Barrett's buddy before he went crazy, so... We head into town.
Where are you, baby?
You see things are smoking. Got a grate in front of us, so we're gonna knock this metal grate over.
Out of my way.
And his house is in ruins, and Myrna's lying there.
Myrna!
Not looking good.
Wake up, baby. Wake up. Don't leave me. Not again.
Oh, her hair's not straight, it's like braided, actually. Now that we can zoomed in look at her. But yeah, she's not looking so good. She's got dirt all over and she's already dead. Now we've got Aerith. I'm just gonna warn y'all, guys. This one's really, really hard.
Stopping at Sector 4 Undercity. Sector 4 Undercity.
We got Ifalna, Aerith's mother. She's coughing. We got little Aerith.
It's going to be okay. Okay?
And
Mom.
Big Aerith is watching the scene from the outside. And she sees like a blue butterfly. So we're in a train car, like a storage car.
What if we went on an adventure? An adventure?
And we got now all of a sudden the blue butterfly turns into a bunch of flowers.
A big one. To somewhere far,
each
men in
butterfly,
white?
there's more of them now, and
And
they're
the needles?
glowing into more flowers.
Would you get better there?
Yes, sweetheart. I think I would.
Then let's go.
If Falna died because she was physically weak, and Hojo pumped her full of all sorts of crazy stuff that killed her. So I think you probably already know what this is. Now
Mommy,
they're outside.
does it hurt?
I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm spoiling our adventure.
Aerith sees herself talking to her mother, who's very sick.
Just wait here, alright? I'm gonna find a doctor. Huh? Hello?
Go on.
So now we're playing as little Aerith. We have to see if anyone will help us find a doctor. This is really hard, y'all.
Can you help me? Can you help me? My mom is sick. Is there a doctor here?
Sorry, kid. Can't help you.
My mom is sick.
So we're at a train station in Midgar, in the Undercity.
Do you know a doctor? My mom is sick.
Now we got all these people gathered.
Can you help me?
She walks up to an adult. He runs into her and he knocks her
Stay
over.
down, brat.
She's starting to cry. Or it looks like she wants to cry. And remember, this is like 9 or 10-year-old Aerith. Or actually, no, it's not 9 or 10-year-old Aerith, it's like 6-year-old Aerith. And they got Elmira shows up.
I'm fine. Is there a doctor around here?
I'm sorry, honey, but I don't know. I'm not from this part of town.
Oh, okay.
She walks off. Elmira being
I
a
could
good
help you
person.
look, though.
No, thank you. I have to go. I don't want to leave my mom alone too long.
Your mother?
I'm sorry, Mommy. I tried.
I'm walking back towards her now.
I really tried.
I think she knows. but it means that she didn't find a doctor for her mom. She knows what's gonna happen to her. For someone at Aerith's age, it's such a terrible...
Mom! Aerith. Mommy has to return to the planet.
She gives Aerith the white materia in a little bag.
What? Don't cry, sweetie. I'll always be with you. Always and forever. But you can't go. You can't.
And Elmira walks up, sees what's going on.
What about our adventure?
Miss, do you need help?
Please, take Aerith somewhere safe.
She dies.
We need to go.
Mom!
It's not safe here.
Aerith grabs the materia, Elmira brings her with her. Leaves her mom behind. Big Aerith watching the whole thing. We see Shinra guards. And a scientist.
Hey, she's over here.
And Aerith's about to run forward to try to protect her mom, and she finds herself back in the temple. Well, in a dark space first, crying. Alone. Hall of Resurrection. That cloud. So all the doors open. And we start to see things start to move. Cloud's still in there because he didn't have a trial.
You know, if you think about it, life and death are just two sides of the same coin. Our bodies may disappear when we die, but our spirits still live on. We return to the planet, rejoin the life stream, and in time give rise to new life.
In time, yeah.
I get it, I really do. Knowing that the people we love aren't really gone, it doesn't make it any easier to let them go. It still hurts. So we can't just think of it as a homecoming, because it's not that simple. We have all experienced pain. We all have our regrets. What we've done, what's been done to us, that's set in stone. The past is forever. But the future, even if it has been written, can be changed. It's true that the pain and the anger we carry can make us stronger. But at what cost? What toll does it take? I believe true strength doesn't come from any of that. True strength comes from our ability to forgive, to forge ahead in the hope of making things right. It comes from ourselves. So focus on the future, not the past. Do that, and not even Sephiroth will be able to stand in our way. Not even him.
Are you finished? Clock's ticking. Come on.
You can clearly tell her message didn't get through to Cloud.
Yeah, I know.
So before we head along, I'm just going to comment on those trials. I think we can all relate to at least one of those. For me, Red 13's is deeply personal because while my surgery was in a hospital at my own choice, well, not so much my own choice as much as I had tried other treatments to save my eye and they were unsuccessful, and I had just decided it wasn't worth continuing to try other things with increasingly small chances of success if the ultimate outcome was going to be me losing my eye anyway. I just decided to just stop it and just have it out and move on. It took me a long time to get over the trauma of that surgery, over a decade, but it was my choice. And then I think the other one that we can all really relate to is Aerith in her trial. Especially when you're a kid who's sick. It can be really painful to try so hard and not have anyone help. And not only do they not help, they actively push you away and don't recognize how hard you're trying or realizing that proportion of the effort you've put in relative to what you're able to do. I mean, when you're a young child and you've already got a lot of barriers, and then adults make things harder for you than they already are, it can be really difficult. And I think that can be something that touches all of us. You know, most people have, you know, that are in countries where they have access to games like this, have pretty, you know, at that age, you know, 6 or 7 years old, you know, have pretty good lives, but not everyone. And, you know, if you're watching this channel, you probably you know, you potentially have had health problems since you were very young, and you understand what it's like to try so hard and to get, you know, mediocre results at best back, and then to not have your effort recognized, that, you know, you've done something good, and, you know, people don't even look at all the things you had to overcome to get through it. They're just like, oh, why weren't you as good as this other person who has no problems at all and has a bunch of advantages? And it's so frustrating and tear-inducing when that's the case, because I know what that's like, you know, that your story sometimes and how you get somewhere is just as important as the overall result can be in isolation. And sometimes having the best scores isn't the most impressive if you had all the advantages, and having good scores having overcome a lot is more impressive to someone who actually is looking. And the traits you build up by doing that, of like inner strength and determination and perseverance and ability to overcome failure and ability to overcome tragedy. And this is the kind of stuff that Aerith is talking about, right? That in order to move forward, you don't want to so much as hold on to your pain and internalize it and have it destroy you, turn into anger, but use the pain to inspire you to come up with a vision for your future that involves forgiving. And that doesn't mean you need to forget all of the trespasses and bad things people have done to you, but holding grudges will just erode the quality of your life so much when, you know, if you're able to move on from things, you know, that doesn't mean you have to let the people that wronged you back into your lives, but you just have to be able to move on with yourself and come up with closure in the best way you can. Sometimes the other person will come back into your life and you'll get closure and reconciliation, and sometimes they won't. But I really think these trials are important because they show us different types of pain, different types of loss, but also they make us think about how do we push forward, and we see that as a contrast to Cloud, who's someone who just isn't emotionally able to receive that message at this point in time. And you can tell all the coping mechanisms that he has used in his life are in opposition to what Aerith is preaching is what we should be doing to cope with our tragedy. And you know, we're gonna see how that impacts him. So now we're in like a corridor of effigies. So we see all of these statues of people, and then the corridor has all these torches lit alongside them and the statues. So we're going through the corridor, and then Sephiroth. Suddenly Cloud finds himself in the reactor. He sees the black feather falling.
What's wrong?
Sees the bomb. Barrett's there.
I'm fine.
He puts it. This is like very beginning of part 1, right?
Oh, what fun you had.
And Sephiroth's right
Tell
behind
me
him.
Though, was it worth it?
Cloud turns around. Thing's on fire. Sees the burning reactor, like after they've already defeated the Scorpion Sentinel. Trial of Cloud.
All those lives cut short at your hand.
Pigs?
Big Bigs.
Is what you're feeling even real? It's time you stopped pretending, Cloud.
Now we're on the pillar from the battle in Sector 7. We see where Biggs died. The black whispers are around. We see the Shinra helicopters. Up, we see Tifa with Jesse, and she's, you know, dead as well.
Jesse.
Your friend died in your arms, and you didn't shed a tear. What is that?
Sephiroth.
Sephiroth shows up.
Sorrow, anger, regret, guilt. Nothing but empty words to you. For you are but a puppet, my puppet.
I'll kill you.
Cloud rams the sword into him, into Sephiroth, amidst the flames.
Good, Cloud. Very good. Fill your hollow heart with rage.
telling Cloud to do the very opposite of what Aerith telling him to
Let it
do.
engulf you, consume you. That
Cloud
you may
standing in
burn
some
your
fire.
world to the ground, as I did.
Cloud's holding his sword in a strange stance. Turned out he attacked somebody.
I'm not like him.
One of the black robes, it looked like.
I'll never be like him.
We know. It's okay.
Come on.
Right.
So now we're passing through the corridor. This is like the final home stretch, y'all, for this temple. It's gonna take a while. It's still a big area. They made this the spiral of rebirth. They made this temple a little bit way too long. I mean, I understand it. It's the final dungeon, and the ancient temple is like a huge deal in the original game as well. So we're still in like the very like. Oh.
This should be pretty easy.
Keep it together.
Right. Watch it learn. Damn it.
So big square stone rooms.
Suck on this. Jump on it, asshole. Bang, bang. What the hell?
I'm coming!
Come on.
Okay. That's it! This one's for you! Cut! I think we're almost done.
Leave it to me.
Get him!
It's on you.
Guess it's my turn.
Got fighting more enemies. So this area is called. So that the quest is called The Materia Awaits. This is the Shrine of Inspiration. We're heading downstairs. Weapon chest here. We got a Fuma Shuriken for Yuffie. We're going through these big, dimly lit hallways. There's a huge enemy in here, but we're gonna pass right by it before it sees us. The giant, like, tortoise-looking thing. So, when I did this last time, it was like 2 in the morning when I got this far. Oh, I'm back in the, the Spiral of Rebirth, the lower level. So, okay, so I can keep going down. It was like 2 in the morning, so I was very tired. And I don't fully remember everything from this part. Alright, so now we're in the mural chambers. This is the famous mural chamber from the original game. They dramatically expanded it. So it's a huge stone chamber. We've got all these murals on the walls of things from ancient history, right? Pictures of the temple,
Gramps would kill to see this.
We've got a picture of the temple, a mural of the temple here, and Aerith walking up to it. And there's other stuff around it too that's more faded. Aerith channels life stream energy from the mural, and we see these ghosts of these ancient warriors, presumably like leaders or whatever of the ancient. Oh no, and they're like mages fighting against physical warriors. The ancients were like mostly mages, fighting against guys with shields and swords. And then those guys run forward. And they kill the guys. They kill the guys with. And then the staff flies in the air.
You who walk in the footsteps of we who dwell in eternity. Listen well, for dusk is falling on the age of our people, the Cetra. And in the long night to come, others shall rise to claim stewardship of
These are like green Mako-colored ghosts. We're gonna head through the mural chamber, and then that'll be it for this video, but it'll take a little bit of time.
Triumphed over the calamity visited upon us by the stars. Tragedy would nevertheless be our ultimate reward.
We're heading through this hallway. We see these huge pillars. You hear the Jenova kind of theme mixed in.
For the children of man envied us.
You see like battle, like sequences of battles between the Cetra mages and the human warriors.
None can say.
These huge pillars are lit up green with all kind of murals on them.
Unquenchable anger and unbearable grief, condemned and driven forth, powerless to forestall the coming of our end.
Now they turn into monsters.
Take the lead.
Get him!
Check out this shit right here. Hold on to
I'll show you what I can do.
One of them's the like horse demon things. Another one's the floating death, the eyeballs.
One more shot! Too bright? Get him! It's your turn.
Don't overdo it.
No.
Coming! You jittery? Can you take over for me?
Buzz off. You're done.
Staggered it. They didn't put up a physical shield, the floating eye thing, so we had to use spells on it. It slowed down the fight a little bit more. Now we're overlooking a huge... It's like a staircase that goes around a large open area, and we're seeing it light up with smog and magic. And we see an image of Jenova with all its tentacles, and we see people with swords going to fight it.
The faces of the dead, of mothers and fathers, sisters and brothers lost. With their voices did it sow the seeds of discord among our people, among the children of man. For the planet did we lay down our lives in battle, and death returned to her race. Yet our adversary did not. Could.
then Jenova's like image.
It was given the name Jenova. Heed well our warning of that which is to come. The reunion. When our adversaries scattered malignancy shall converge to plague the planet once more.
So Jenova can, when Jenova kills someone and absorbs their essence, she can then transform into a copy of that person. And what they're saying is that towards the end, when Jenova was losing, she turned into like a beautiful woman, and then they called her Jenova. But then she was sealed in rock. Oh, we've got an adamantoid here, so we'll kill the minor enemy first. The moss-grown adamantoid is the stronger of the two enemies. So we'll take out the weak one first. It's a giant, the moss-grown adamantoid is a giant turtle-looking thing. It's got like some plants. It's got 30,000. It's got almost 30,000 health on its own. Move to fire. But yeah, it's like a huge turtle, but it goes a lot faster than we expect any turtle. And it's got all kind of spikes and stuff, horns on its head. The body is like a dark, earthy color, and then the shell is like a bright green, like a mix of clay stream energy. Alright, staggered it. So let's use Firaga, this Cloud of Firaga as well. Just not.
One more shot! Coming out too. This one's for you! How's this? That's it! One more shot! Get fired! Sorry about that. This one's for you!
Alright, and now we've got vending machines, which means this is probably a good place to stop, because this will take us to the end, and there's a lot of cutscenes that are going to come after this, and a boss fight, so please tune in next time for the stirring conclusion to the Ancient's tale and the end of the Temple of the Ancients. Thank you so much for joining us in this. I hope that you will come back for the conclusion of this chapter. Please like, subscribe, comment, and we will be back soon with the final conclusion of Chapter 13, which will then launch us into Chapter 14, the final chapter of the story. So, we hope to see you soon, and thank you so much, as always, for watching the channel, and we will be back with more Final Fantasy VII Rebirth very shortly. Have a great day. Thank you so very much.